It's Amy Fox here from Titan Fitness in Coogee. I'm on the treadmill doing a warm-up, and yeah, for me the treadmill isn't my first choice in terms of warm-ups. So how about we get off the treadmill, which feels good, and hop onto the floor and let me show you some of my personal favourite dynamic warm-ups for the lower body. Okay, so we're going to start with a sumo squat position, toes turning out, legs really wide, and this is to open up the hips. As you go down into a squat position though, we're going to use the elbows and actually push out our knees. So the idea is to get as low as possible, push the knees out to open up the hips, and then try and extend the chest. So you're working on your posture as well. Now this we're going to do 10 times and keep it moving as well. The purpose of the warm-up is to increase the blood flow to the body, warm the body up, and prevent any injuries later on. So let's do a set of 10 first. So the squats, wide stance, toes out, down. We're going to tuck our bum under, lift the chest really high, and then stand up. So down again, push out through the knees, chest up, and back up. Push out the knees, chest up. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is for the hip flexors here. So if you can find, I'm just going to use the treadmill because I'm close to it here, is find a little step that you can put your foot up onto. I'll do it this way so you guys can see. First things first, what I want you to do is activate the glute. So squeeze your bum really hard, and that's going to lengthen this front part here. This part in your hip flexors gets really tight when you've been sitting down all day. So the idea is, the more you can lengthen this, the more you can work your bum, which is a big muscle group, burn more calories, everything starts moving along a lot quicker. So same thing, 10 lots on each side. Squeeze the bum, hold that stretch position, and we're just going to go forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. You might feel it a little bit in the quad as well. Make sure when you're doing this one that your heel is staying on the ground. Then I'm going to swap legs. Same thing, so tuck the pelvis under, lengthen the hip there, and go forwards and backwards. So this is a mobilizing exercise again, great as a warm-up, and I love doing this one before squats, before leg day. Now last but not least, we'll do some leg swings. Again, warming up the joint. You can hold on to something if you want to. The idea with the leg swings when you're going forwards and backwards is to not allow the lower back to come into the movement. So you want to stay really still through the pelvis. If you don't, you'll see this sort of thing start to happen. So your lower back will overarch, your chest will push out. So you don't want that to happen, and you don't want to open up through the hips either. So any twisting, try and cut it out. So just minimize the movement or the range of movement until you've got good control. So again, we're going to do about 20 of these because they're a bit quicker, and I'm flexing my foot at the bottom. 6, 7, 8, 9, keeping my abs tight. 10. If you've got time, we'll go the other direction as well. So again, hold on to something if it's nice and comfortable, and you're going to swing across the body, forwards and backwards. This is really good for actually opening up the inner and outer thighs as well. So when we did it this way, this was more hamstrings, quads, a little bit of hip flexor as well. So then when we go this way, we're working inner and outer thigh. So same thing again, 20 on each leg. So guys, just to recap, instead of warming up on the treadmill when your focus is legs, we're going to start with the squat, push the knees out, stand up straight like, or sit up straight like this. Do that 10 times. Next one, foot up on the treadmill or another step, and you're doing the forwards, backwards, trying to keep that stretch through the hip flexors, the front of the hip here. 10 on each leg. Then we'll come over, we've got the leg swings, 20 on each side. Forwards and backwards, and side to side. And by the time you do that, you only need to do it once. You should be nice and warm in the lower body and no risk of injury. Okay, give it a go.